It's the #1 trend all across the country, the one investigation that's setting the agenda and really bringing apart many well-crafted narratives. The truth of what happened at the Jawaharlal Nehru University, the masked goons of JNU being unmasked by the India Today Special Investigation Team. You're watching our continuing coverage of the JNU confession tapes. Who are these masked goons? Who's responsible for beating up students at JNU? Charges and counter charges have been flying thick and fast. The left blames the ABVP, blames the left. Get set, because India Today is going to unmask the masked goons of JNU.
इतना बड़ा था वही था।
तूने ठोका किसको था?
अब लड़के थे, 3 लड़के थे, एक लंबी दाढ़ी वाला था, वो कश्मीरी लगा था मार।
The attackers of JNU will confess their crime on camera.
अंदर जो 20 लोग थे JNU के, उनको किसने मोबिलाइज किया? तुमने?
हाँ सर, मैं ये कह सकता हूँ मोबिलाइजेशन मेरे ही रहा है। They don't have that much mind. You need to be act like a superintendent or senapati.
It's the biggest mystery of 2020, and the India Today Special Investigation Team has cracked it.
आपको गर्व है कि ABVP ने लेफ्ट वालों को मारा JNU में?
बिल्कुल।
साबरमती में?
बिल्कुल। अगर ऐसा नहीं करते फिर बाद में और क्या कर सकते थे?
The JNU Vice Chancellor says the university's server room was ransacked.
10 or 12 students with their faces completely covered with clothes, they came and they abused and forced the technical staff to come out of the CIS premises, and they took control of our data center and shut down the whole thing.
Who was responsible for the attack on the server room?
ना एग्जाम हुए हैं, ना हमारी बात मानी गई है, ना हमसे एक बार भी मिला है, तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि इसका जो सर्वर है वो बंद करते हैं. The administration shouldn't function.
What did the university security guards see?
मैं तो अकेला था, तो बोल रहे हैं कि तू भी मार खाना चाहता है, पता है तेरे वो उसको भी इन लोग ने मारा बोल.
जब वो घुसे तो फिर ये बंद करने लगे, तो फिर इनको गाली वाली दे करके बोला कि जिंदा रहना तो दरवाजा खोल दे.
Who were these assailants? What was the police doing? The biggest investigation of 2020, the JNU confession tapes. This is an India Today mega exclusive. What we are going to show you are students of the Jawaharlal Nehru University admit on camera their role in the attack on JNU students on Sunday. You know, this is not what the left is alleging or the ABVP is alleging or some neta is alleging. These are students themselves. You've seen all the videos that have gone viral. They identify themselves in those videos, tell you exactly who they are, and then they tell you kisko peeta, kaise peeta. Sit back and watch this big, massive, exclusive investigation done by the India Today Special Investigation Team, and I want to commend the groundwork done by our reporters Jamshed Khan and Nitin Jain. They're the real heroes of this investigation. They went out to the Jawaharlal Nehru University, didn't look at the story just from one angle. They looked at every angle in the story. They investigated every charge, and they've come back with this big India Today national exclusive. Here it is. An unprecedented rampage on campus. A nation in outrage. As the country wonders who all were behind the January 5 attack on the JNU campus in Delhi, India Today has brought the truth out. Our special investigation team has ripped the masks off the assailants. Meet assailant number 1, Akshat Awasthi. He is a first-year student of the French degree program, a resident of JNU's Kaveri hostel. Akshat Awasthi identified himself in this video armed with a stick, his face covered with a helmet. Rushing through the hostel corridors in maddening rage, knocking anything, anyone that came his way. Listen in to his startling confessions.
तूने डंडा लिया हुआ था हाथ में, क्या करते थे?
डंडा था।
डंडा कहाँ से लिया?
वो उधर एक दरिया के पास एक वो है, अंडे का रखा है, फिर बहुत बड़ा डंडा रखा था बांस का, इतना बड़ा था, वही था।
तूने ठोका किसको था?
अब लड़के थे, 3 लड़के थे, एक लंबी लंबी दाढ़ी वाला था, वो कसमे लगा था वहाँ गेट पे लाता, एक गेट टूट गया था, खूब अच्छा है। कानपुर नगर से हूँ, वहाँ पे गली गली गुड्डे वाला है ना, तो मैं देखता रहता था ना क्या है क्या नहीं।
As a debate rages over which organizations the attackers belong to, Akshat Awasthi revealed his affiliation and the motive behind the raid.
तैयार में हमला हुआ, तैयार के बाद एक्शन पे रिएक्शन वहाँ पे हो गया।
तुमने यार इतनी जल्दी 2-3 घंटे प्लानिंग कैसे कर ली बाहर के लड़कों को बुलाने की अंदर JNU में?
सर मेरे एक मित्र हैं ABVP के शायद सेंट्रल मंत्री, इनको मैंने फोन किया। साबरमती में टीचर्स की और ये लेफ्ट वाले इकट्ठा मीटिंग चल रही थी। फिर साबरमती को इसलिए टारगेट किया गया कि जब वो लोग वहाँ गए तो सब साबरमती को छुपने के लिए वहाँ गए। ये साबरमती है, इसी के जस्ट सामने रोड है, यहाँ पे सब मीटिंग हो रही थी, यहीं पे गाड़ी खड़ी थी, यहीं कुर्सियाँ पड़ी थी, यहीं टीचर खड़े थे, यहीं स्टूडेंट खड़े थे। मॉब ऐसी आई, यहाँ पे अटैक किया, सब इसमें भागे। दे डोंट थिंक दैट ABVP विल रिटेलिएट लाइक दिस।
लेकिन कल तू जो कह रहा था कि 20 लोग ABVP के JNU के थे और 20 लोग बाहर के थे, तो अंदर जो 20 लोग थे JNU के, उनको किसने मोबिलाइज किया, तुमने?
हाँ सर, मैं ये कह सकता हूँ मोबिलाइजेशन मेरे ही रहा है। दे डोंट हैव दैट मच माइंड, दे यू नीड टू बी एक्ट लाइक अ सुपरिटेंडेंट और सेनापति। कैसे लीड कर रहा है, कहाँ जाना है? उनको मैंने कहा कि इधर खड़े हो आके चुपचाप आके दिखो नहीं किसी को, इधर आ जाओ, सब सिस्टम से काम करो, कहाँ जाना है कहाँ। उसमें भी पता है मेरे पास कोई ऐसा पद नहीं था, मेरे पास ऐसा कोई टैग नहीं था कि जो मेरी वो बात थोड़ा और अच्छे से सुनते।
तो ये बड़ी एक कहना चाहिए कि हिम्मत की बात है कि आपने इतने 20 लोगों को JNU के ABVP के लोगों को मोबिलाइज किया साबरमती पे अटैक करने की, बड़ी बात है।
मोबिलाइज नहीं किया सर, मैंने सिर्फ गुस्से को सही दिशा दिखाई। मैंने यहाँ
You heard Akshat Awasthi identify himself as an ABVP activist. According to him, the left-wing students at the Sabarmati hostel were attacked in retaliation for their assault on the Periyar hostel, a hub of ABVP students at the Jawaharlal Nehru University. Our SIT team filmed Akshat Awasthi during these ABVP demonstrations that took place on JNU campus a day after the raid. Akshat Awasthi now explained how and where his video during the JNU attack was shot.
ये जो हेलमेट लगा के साबरमती में मारते हुए आपका जो वीडियो बनाया, किसने बनाया?
वहीं के रेसिडेंट्स थे।
तो उनके पास भी है वो क्लिप?
जी। तो जब तक मैं नहीं चाहूँगा they can't identify me।
मतलब पेरियार के रेसिडेंट ने बनाया?
साबरमती के रेसिडेंट में सर, जहाँ पे अटैक हुआ है,
उन्होंने बनाया?
जी।
कल को उन्होंने वायरल करा दी आपकी वीडियो?
वो आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर सकते सर जब तक आई विल नॉट कम फॉरवर्ड। मेरा फिजिकल स्ट्रक्चर से मैं अपने आप को प्रूव कर सकता हूँ कि वो मैं ही था, क्योंकि मैं अगर वो ब्लू जीन्स पहन के और वो जैकेट पहन के तो मैं वैसे ही देखूँगा।
You heard Akshat Awasthi admitting that he led the attack from the front at the Sabarmati hostel. There's a lot more coming on the JNU confession tapes. With Jamshed and Nitin Jain, this is the India Today Special Investigation Team. You've seen that one woman who's wearing a mask, her image has gone viral across the country. People shocked that a girl would do something like this. We have established her identity because in this investigation, the ABVP worker, the ABVP student who we investigated explains how she got caught in a canteen and how he took off his helmet, pretended to be her friend, held her and walked out in the melee so that they would get away and the other students wouldn't find out what was going on. So huge drama, all of it being accepted on camera in this big India Today special investigation. Here it is. By now we have heard how Akshat Awasthi rallied the mobs at the Jawaharlal Nehru University on Sunday. We now show you a fellow student testifying to his involvement in the criminal assault. Rohit Shah is also in the first year of the JNU's French degree program. Before Akshat Awasthi set out for the raid, Rohit Shah gave his helmet to the attacker. This to keep him safe from any splinter injury.
हेलमेट तेरा था? तेरे पास मोटरसाइकिल होगी?
सेफ्टी के लिए भी होता है, शीशे वगैरह तोड़ रहे हैं, शीशे वगैरह तोड़े गए थे, कुछ भी हो सकता था।
आपका भी तो रूम टूट गया था, क्या हुआ था? विंडो
तोड़ दिया था।
तो फिर क्या हुआ, आपने बताया?
फिर बस यही क्या होगा, बोला मैंने, आगे बढ़ गए।
क्या बोला आपने?
यही बोला कि ABVP का
तो छोड़ दिया फिर उन्होंने। तो आपको गर्व है कि ABVP ने लेफ्ट वालों को मारा JNU में?
बिल्कुल।
साबरमती में?
बिल्कुल। अगर ऐसा नहीं करते फिर बाद में और क्या कर सकते थे।
और यहाँ से JNU से कितने लोग थे ABVP के?
I want to go across now, live and exclusive to MS Randhawa. He's the public relations officer of the Delhi police since the time this big India Today investigation went out. This is the first time we're hearing from the Delhi police. Mr. Randhawa, appreciate you joining us. I want you to tell us what you think of this big India Today investigation, Operation JNU, the JNU confession tapes. Your first reaction?
Yeah, basically our SIT from crime branch, it's investigating the case. And we have given the notice in the public domain also that whosoever is having any information, he can contact the crime branch. The information which you are sharing, we will take this into consideration and the crime branch will investigate this aspect also.
Sir, the problem with the press conference that you did was that there was so much focus on what happened between the 3rd and the afternoon of the 5th that the violence that erupted, the violence that shaken the conscience of this country in the evening of the 5th of January hardly seemed to be a priority for you. In fact, in the press conference it was said that because the server room which you blame the left students for was disconnected, therefore you have no CCTV footage.
Basically, in today's press conferences, we told in the starting itself, it is just the first press conference. Because the reason told in the press conference, we are sharing whatever has been done till now. The investigation is going on and we will share all the investigation in subsequent briefings.
So what have you found out so far, prima facie, about the role of the Delhi police? I've got Dr. Vikram Singh, former Director General of Police, a highly respected IPS officer. He said a probe should be lodged against the Delhi police for dereliction of duty from sending on leave to termination. He is holding the Delhi police's top brass responsible.
I can't comment on this, but we are investigating it.
No, are you investigating the role of the Delhi police itself? Because your own role, sir, is suspect. Your own role, there are videos of the Delhi police just standing by. You've got armed vigilantes with rods. How can the body that's accused of being complicit of crime be the body that's investigating this crime, sir?
We are basically, these are the clips from the different areas. We are putting these clips in the sequence and then investigation all the the sequence of the events, all the events.
Mr. Randhawa, I'm asking you a direct question and I'll ask you again. Are you also investigating the role of the Delhi police, which many senior police officers are asking to be investigated, saying that the role of the Delhi police itself is suspect and that you've let down the country, you haven't done your job, and that you yourself, not you yourself, but I'm saying the officers who were in JNU and the Jawans who were with them, their role needs to be probed. Is that happening or not, Mr. Randhawa?
Basically, that's what I'm saying. We are inquiring from all the aspects.
Which includes... Sir, no, one second, Mr. Randhawa. We've got you with great difficulties. Don't go away, sir. There are lots of questions for you. I urge you to stay because it shouldn't seem like the Delhi police is running away. You have nothing to run away from. Please stay with me. Please stay with me. You are confirming that the role of the Delhi police is also being investigated. Are you saying that, Mr. Randhawa?
That's what we are saying. We are investigating from all the angles. It also includes this aspect.
But how can the Delhi police itself investigate the Delhi police? अपने को तो बचाओगे आप थोड़ी बोलोगे कि हमारे बंदों ने गलत किया.
नहीं, वही मैं कह रहा हूँ कि अभी बड़ी इनिशियल स्टेज पे है. जैसे मैंने आपको पहले कहा, कुछ चीज हम काफी सेंसिटिव मैटर है, इसलिए हम कह रहे हैं कि हम सारा कुछ इन्वेस्टिगेट करेंगे और सारा कुछ शेयर करेंगे.
बट मिस्टर रंधावा, जो आपने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की उसने आपने बोला कि ये 9 बंदे हैं, इनकी फोटो है, ये है, ये तो हम लोगों ने पहले दिन कर लिया था. अब इंडिया टुडे की इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुई और हमने तो कबूलनामा लेके आ गए बंदों के जो खुद बता रहे उन्होंने क्या किया. आप तो अब तक फोटो लेके आए हो.
नहीं, वही मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ कि जो अभी तक इन्वेस्टिगेशन वो हमने शेयर की है, बाकी भी हम शेयर करेंगे. पर आपकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन, वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, बड़ी स्पीड से नहीं चल रही सर. ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन में आप एक तरफा देख रहे हो. आप बराबर से देखो सर, ये हम लोग कह रहे हैं. बिल्कुल हम वही मैं कह रहा हूँ, हम सारे एस्पेक्ट देख रहे हैं.
नहीं, पर आप मुझे ये बताइए कि इसके बाद नेक्स्ट क्या होगा. क्या आप इंडिया टुडे से ये टेप्स लोगे? क्या आप रोहित शाह, अक्षत अवस्थी और जो बाकी लोगों को हमने एक्सपोज किया है उनको पूछताछ के लिए बुलाओगे?
वही मैं कह रहा हूँ कि ये भी पब्लिक डोमेन में, इसको भी हम लेंगे. आपका जो भी आपने इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया जो है और उसके हिसाब से बाद में हम फर्दर इन्वेस्टिगेशन.
आपने देखी हमारी इन्वेस्टिगेशन रंधावा साहब?
मैं अभी तो नहीं कमेंट कर पा रहा, लेकिन मैं पूरा देख नहीं पाया.
नहीं, थोड़ी बहुत देखी आपने? क्या लगा आपको?
थोड़ा मैंने स्टार्टिंग में वो देखा था.
तो क्या लगा आपने? देखी हमारी इन्वेस्टिगेशन, उसको देख के क्या सोचा सर आप?
देखिए, इस पे मैं नहीं कमेंट कर पाऊंगा. वही है कि हम सारे एस्पेक्ट अभी कर रहे हैं, जैसे जैसे हम आगे करेंगे आपसे शेयर करेंगे.
ये एक सेकंड, डीजीपी साहब आपको कुछ कहना चाहते हैं. वेरी रिस्पेक्टेड आईपीएस ऑफिसर वांट्स टू स्पीक टू द पीआर ऑफ द दिल्ली पुलिस, डॉक्टर विक्रम सिंह. सर.
मिस्टर रंधावा, गुड इवनिंग. विक्रम सिंह, 1974 यूपी cadre, former director general police. I must compliment you for coming, and I'm more relieved than anybody else would be that you as a professional investigator would investigate the role of the police contingent at the JNU gates for being, as alleged, being mute spectators to what the mayhem was happening inside. Whereas the Delhi police entered the Jamia without any invitation, they chose to wait for 4 hours in the case of JNU. There are loud questions. The masked hoodlums entered, they created mayhem, and they went away, and there was no arrest at Maukai Wardat. And also there are other loud questions, and I'm happy that Delhi police is known for the highest standards of professionalism and integrity, and I do hope that they will do justice to themselves and take them to task those who let the good name of Delhi police down. I'm sure you will live up to the expectations of the nation and the uniform.
No, definitely, sir. Definitely. We will investigate in impartial way. And I want to say, basically, the situation in Jamia and in JNU were totally different.
How is it different, sir? You had a law and order situation in both campuses. In one university campus, you go in with your guns blazing and you use all manner of violence yourself. No, 1 second, Mr. Randhawa. रुकिए ना, अभी मत जाइए. 1 सेकंड. आपने बोला कि कंपेरेबल नहीं है. मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ कैसे कंपेरेबल नहीं है? दोनों में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन खराब हो रही थी. गुंडे अलग थे.
सर, वही मैं कह रहा हूँ, कर रहे हैं.
नहीं, आपने बोला कि जेएनयू और जामिया की सिचुएशन कंपेरेबल नहीं है. सर, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, बताओ कैसे कंपेरेबल नहीं है?
वो सर, उसमें प्रोटेस्टर्स बाहर पब्लिक में आके उन्होंने तोड़फोड़ की थी और पुलिस के साथ
प्रोटेस्टर भी तो तोड़फोड़ कर रहे थे. ये कौन से आरती उतार रहे थे सर?
चलो वही मैं कह रहा हूँ कि अभी इसमें डिटेल में
नहीं, आप पहले चलो छोड़ो सर, मैं नहीं कुछ पूछता. मैं बोल रहा हूँ, आप समझाओ. आपने कहा कि जामिया और जेएनयू की सिचुएशन अलग थी. कैसे अलग थी सर?
नहीं, जामिया ने बेसिकली प्रोटेस्टर्स बाहर आए थे, उन्होंने किया था और प्रोटेस्टर्स को चेज कर रहे थे. हम क्लियर कर रहे थे. आपने वीडियो फुटेज भी देखा. हमारे ज्वाइंट
प्रॉब्लम इसमें आप चेज ही नहीं कर रहे थे. आप खड़े हुए थे, आपके सामने गुंडे निकल रहे थे लाठी पकड़ के. तोड़ तोड़ाई करने के बाद वो निकल रहे थे. आप खड़े हुए थे, वहां पे आप चेज कर रहे थे, यहाँ पे आप मौज दे रहे थे. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा था सर?
वही मैं कह रहा हूँ, जैसे इन्वेस्टिगेशन आएगी वो सारी चीजें हम शेयर करेंगे. वो सीक्वेंस इवेंट्स हम धीरे धीरे सारा शेयर करेंगे जैसे इन्वेस्टिगेशन. थैंक यू.
Okay, I'm going to let him go. But I think he said a lot, and I think the key headline over there is that, at least for what it's worth, the Delhi police says that the role of the Delhi police is also being investigated. Now, whether the Delhi police is the right body to investigate the role of the Delhi police or not, that is a different matter. But the Delhi police, at least on record, has now admitted that the Delhi police's role is being investigated. I want to introduce now once again T.R. Kakkar, because we had Mr. Kakkar with us. He's the former police commissioner of Delhi, and then we had Dr. Vikram Singh, former Uttar Pradesh Director General Police, and they had two completely different perspectives. Mr. Kakkar said that the Delhi police has done nothing wrong and that the Delhi police has conducted itself with great glory. Dr. Vikram Singh came out and said that the Delhi police should be investigated, action should be taken, termination should also be done. So I want to welcome once again T.R. Kakkar. He's with us on this broadcast. Mr. Kakkar, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sir, we just heard from Dr. Vikram Singh, 1975 IPS officer, highly respected IPS officer, former Director General of Uttar Pradesh Police, say that the Delhi police officials who were at JNU should be acted against. They should also be terminated. We had you on the show saying that no action should be taken. In fact, they've conducted themselves gloriously. So I want to understand, especially in the context of what Dr. Vikram Singh is saying, why were you supporting the Delhi police, sir?
Did I say that? Can you play that little tape where I said that Delhi police...
Okay, let me rephrase my question. So did you find anything amiss? Because when you were there, you were attacking the investigation.
No, see,
is there any... One second, Mr. Kakkar, what do you think about the manner in which the Delhi police has conducted itself in this press conference? Because, and I just want Vikram Singh to repeat it to you, so you can hear it if you were not listening in to when he was speaking. Dr. Vikram Singh, what, according to you, now we've got Mr. Kakkar listening, he had completely the opposite point of view. What are your problems with the way Delhi police acted that day at JNU and subsequently?
Good evening, sir. This is Vikram here. And I have learned from you zero tolerance to inefficiency and partisan conduct on the part of the police. In this case, my observations are, number one, that the police contingent there was mute spectator to the mayhem happening inside. There was free access of hoodlums inside. The police waited and wasted 4 hours. Then there was no arrest on the scene of crime, and the hoodlums made good their escape. I would like to understand from you, sir, what action should be taken under these circumstances against those contingent and those who were present as to the inaction displayed by the contingent present at the JNU, sir? I personally am of the opinion that departmental action and deterrent action needs to be taken against them.
Let us sort out first thing first. There were violent clashes between the two groups.
Agreed, sir.
And therefore that must be looked into first by the crime branch, and along with that I'm sure they will definitely see if there has been any the duty has not been performed well by the contingent which was sent there. They will also look into that. But first thing first is that let's find out what exactly happened and who are the people.
Sir, Mr. Vikram Singh is asking for the termination of those Delhi police officials who didn't do their job, who stood by, as is seen in videos, and did not stop these masked goons from walking away from JNU campus. Do you accept that? Because when you came, you found nothing wrong. Now you're seeming to change your tone. Do you accept that action, strictest action, should be taken against the Delhi police for not doing their job, sir?
Did you call me back only to say this? I have not. You play the tape on which I said that no action should be taken against Delhi police. Play that tape.
Everybody heard what you said, sir. Now, if you subsequently change your mind, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you've realized. Vikram Singh wants to come in. Yes.
Sir, with the greatest of respect, I've learned from you there's something known as prima facie action on the basis of the available evidence. Under these circumstances, when my credibility is at question, I think deterrent action not only needs to be taken to give the impression that we will not tolerate any kind of nonsense or any kind of partisan conduct. Don't you think this is the right case and the fittest case where immediate action needs to be taken for confidence restoring, as a confidence restoring measure?
Their inaction cannot be part of the charge sheet. Let's first do the case. Side by, I'm sure they are looking into as to was there some responsibility was not exercised properly. They are going to look into it. But the main is what happened inside and why all that violence is taking place. That is the main thing.
You are very right, sir. You are very right, sir. But that investigation is one part, and the inaction on the part of the police is a departmental matter. Don't you think it should go side by side? Investigation on one side and addressing the departmental issues on the other side, and promptly, as per the police regulations?
word into my mouth. I am not going to be cowed down like this, you know. I don't get cowed down like this because I am stating facts before you. And should something be found out against these people, definitely if they will be taken, administrative action will be taken against them.
Okay, I'm glad that Mr. Kakkar is saying what he is. We don't want to, in any case, this is not about Mr. Kakkar. This is about those Delhi police officials who are on the ground. This is about Amulya Patnaik, the current commissioner, and his force. It's about the probe that they are doing. Everybody heard their press conference. Let there be no doubt about it. What was said in the press conference, the manner in which it was said, and the implications were very, very clear. We'll slip into a break. But remember, this violence is not one-sided. And that is apparent. The fact that there is a build-up, the fact that you had students from the left unions preventing students from registering. And I asked this question as well. That's not fair either. You cannot have a situation where left union students are stopping other students from registering because they're having a problem with the Jawaharlal Nehru University Vice Chancellor. This is not okay. Those who want to study should be allowed to study. Those who wish not to study, those who wish to protest, I don't agree with those protests, but if you wish to protest, go ahead and protest. But do not stop those who wish to study. Do not walk into the server room of the Jawaharlal Nehru University and start pulling out cables. That's taking on and hurting public property. That is not okay either. This is not just about the role of the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. We're equally looking at the role of the students from the left unions. We look at the students themselves, because in these protests that were happening near the server room, there were students who were caught on camera. We approached those students. We tried to understand what happened in that server room of the Jawaharlal Nehru University. The Vice Chancellor told me that left union students went and ransacked the server room. So we spoke to students who are acknowledged to be members of left unions. I'll bring you that part of our investigation, which is important. You know, one is, of course, what happened in the beginning, what happened when there was massive violence, the role of the Delhi police. We've also got security guards who are at different gates of the JNU. They're telling us what they saw. We've also got the eyewitnesses. Every angle covered in this Big India Today national investigation. We return on the other side. Stay with us.